Hello, welcome to today's episode of This is Kadıköy. Today I'm joined by Yukis, Dominic as always, and we are having a very special guest, Jay Karabel. So how are you doing, Jay?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you guys?
Thank you, I'm doing well. And I don't like your name, and I told you this before. I just want to call you like JJ, you know, if you don't mind. Yeah, that's a nice name, and it's very nice to have you on the podcast.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Yeah, I've been looking forward to it.
And Dom, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good too, man, thanks. How was hunting?
I've been asleep.
So, and Yukis?
Yeah, what could be wrong? It's Friday, Retro Friday. It's pretty sunny here in Finland.
Yeah.
It's been snowing lately a lot, but still, you know, it's springtime. So, life is smiling here.
That's nice, man. That's very nice.
JJ sounds really cool. You know, there was a Finnish Formula 1 driver called JJ Lehto back in the days.
Alright, that's cool.
And Jay, if you have never listened to the podcast before, just take a note because Yukis starts always with a day, you know. He always starts like, oh, it's Friday, it's a very good day, you know.
Yeah, I've listened. I was expecting that. I've listened a few times actually. Yeah.
So I just, it's standard Yukis, man. It's always positive, man. And, today we're going to talk about a very, very special and important game. The best derby in Turkey, you know what I'm saying? Galatasaray versus Fenerbahce. So, Jay, what do you think about the derby? Like, have you ever been in Istanbul before? I mean, in any derbies?
Unfortunately not. My family are based close to Marmaris, so on the southwest, and I usually go in the summer when there's not many games on. I've been to the away games. I went to Manchester, you know, the United game in October. I also went to Celtic. So in terms of going to Istanbul, it's something I would be liking to, you know, do in the future, but it is a massive game. I'm looking forward to watching it actually, on the TV.
Marmaris is a really good place, man. I've been there once.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Yeah, I really liked it. So, do you think that Fenerbahce could win the derby tomorrow? Because like the both teams haven't been really good, and their forms were not good enough to catch Beşiktaş, neither Başakşehir.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Like Fenerbahce could get the 3 points?
I'd like to think they would, but in terms of, because if it's an away game going to the Turk Telekom Arena, I'd be happy with a draw, and I would still keep Fenerbahce above Galatasaray. I'm not wrong, but I think a draw would be more realistic. But if I was being hopeful, a win would be very ideal, just to make sure we get that third spot.
So you kids still positive, man?
Yeah. You know, I would go for the second spot, like quite many my followers in Twitter, because you know I just sent there like a poll where I asked when will we play in Champions League again, and around 20% of my followers said that next season. So that would mean that we are second, and then we're gonna qualify through qualifiers. So yeah, and that means that we need to win tomorrow. On Sunday.
Yeah.
But like of the games this season, it's more like a roulette. You know, you never know. You choose red and you might win, or it will be black. You know, you cannot really predict.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I know what you mean. But Fenerbahce motivate like in the best way when it comes to big games. You know, like we were playing terrible against Bursaspor or Alanya. You know, we lost very terrible points against small teams. But when it comes to big teams, like we play really good. So I think that we could get the 3 points on Sunday in away games against Galatasaray. But still, you gotta be careful because we're going to play in arena. This is an away game, so the atmosphere could affect the players. So Dom.
Yeah, but luckily we have the our there as well.
Yeah, so Dom.
First time in really long time.
Yeah. So Dom, because when I say Dom, you just keep answering. Yeah. That's fine. So Dom. So you're on you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be a difficult game, and I think Galatasaray are the favourites as it's their home game, and for most seasons we win Kadıköy and they win at the arena. But so I think if someone said you can have a draw, take a draw now before the game, I'll say yeah, I'll take that.
Oh man, no, I wouldn't take that, because we beat them before in arena, so why not again?
But I mean, they've been above us for most of the season. We've only just taken over them, so I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, I hope for a win, but I'm not massively confident.
So do you guys know Abdurrahim Albayrak now? I read a tweet about this. Like he said, if we still have recurring, I would say we could beat Fenerbahce, but with Ivan Tudor, it's not possible. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So Jay, do you agree with him?
In terms of the, can you say again? Sorry.
So Abdurrahim Albayrak. He said that if we still have recurring, we could win against Fenerbahce, but without him and with Igor Tudor, it's not possible to beat Fenerbahce.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Obviously, he's only just been appointed as I think it was 7 or 8 games ago. Igor, and he might still be getting used. Has he played in a? He hasn't played in. Has he had a big derby as a Galatasaray manager yet? I don't know, but I think it'll be hard for him. I'm curious to see what happens on the day in terms of the tactics from both teams, really, and especially who plays, who starts.
Yeah. Well, Lucas, let me ask you this: do you see any changes in the lineup on Sunday? Because I heard that in the training, Miroslav Stoh all the time plays a left winger, and they say Advocat will give him a chance as a left winger in the derby game. Well, Lucas is out, I guess.
Oh, sorry, you asked from me. No,
I mean, man,
there was a cut
I
in
feel like I'm talking to myself. Like,
who was the left winger?
Yeah, Stoh.
Stoh, yeah. Yeah, hopefully. I always love to see him playing. I really hope he's gonna play on Sunday. But doesn't seem that he's not one of the favorites of Dick. So I'm not really sure if he's gonna play. I hope he will play. And what comes to this Riekering and Tudor thing, I don't really think it matters in derbies, because derbies are most and mainly about the motivation and the passion, and not so much about tactics.
Yeah.
I still think it's like a roulette on Sunday.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So Dom, isn't it risky to start with Stoh?
I think I prefer him as an impact sub. Like when he comes on and scores. I think that's how he's just generally a better player like that. And I'm not sure whether we can risk him in such a big game. I could be wrong, but I think it would be better for him to be on the bench, but will come on later on if we need him.
So Jai, do you have an idea of what's going to be the score in the derby game? Just make a guess.
If I was to make a guess,
yeah.
I think it'll be 1-1. I mean, I'd love for Fenerbahce to go and get the win and the 3 points, but it's such a difficult place to go and play. Although I have seen reports that there hasn't as many tickets sold as they would have hoped. I think last week there was only sold about 17,000. It might have increased, and I think on the match day there'll probably be a few more. But they might not be expecting as a fuller house as previous derby days. That can maybe sway in Fenerbahce's favour. But I think the key is to play a few more experienced players as opposed to the younger players. Just because of the atmosphere, could affect a few performances, I think.
Yeah. So, also, do you think that could Robin van Persie score again? Guy?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think he would. He seems like the player, probably most likely. He got 2 in the last derby, obviously, but I think because he's an established, experienced player. I think he's made a habit of making an impact in the big games. Obviously, he's playing in the Premier League, so he's played at a high level and made goals when he's needed it. And I hope he does the same on Sunday. It'd be great.
He's a big games man, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And Yukis, I would love to ask you this question, but you would prefer.
Yeah. yeah, I would prefer Emenike, but yeah, Robin van Persie against, because I think we're gonna win. Guess what? 6-0. Yeah. So there's a room for both of them, score a hat tricks.
You're just two-way positive, man. That's why. And so, Ben, what's your guess?
Yeah, I think I'm the negative one compared to Yukis. I think if I predict I say we'll lose 2-1 and Jermaine Lens will score the goal for us.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'll be right.
Yeah, I wouldn't put money on that.
Yeah, no, I
won't. Jay, one more question for you about the derby game.
Yeah.
So, what should our advocate use as a tactic against Galatasaray?
In terms of, I think avoid playing the younger, but I think it should definitely play a more experienced and make sure. So I don't know if Ozan Tufan is fit. I think I'd potentially choose to go with Josef and Topal in the whole midfield, just because I think they're a bit more defensive and solid. I think I'd like to see Atif Sheshu maybe play in maybe a number 10 role. It's difficult for Advocat. I think he's got a bit of choice, but he's came into the role quite late, so he wasn't really able to kind of make any massive transfers to help him, kind of adapt to his own kind of style of play. So I think it's difficult, but I'd hope he'd go for a bit more of an experienced defensive side, as opposed to a bit more like open and wide. That's my opinion, mate.
Yeah, and there's a photo on social media. Mehmet Ekici in Istanbul. I bet you guys have seen the photo on the internet.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
They say he bought a new flat in Kadıköy, So you can say that. Welcome to Fenerbahce, right? So maybe one day you will visit Mehmet Ekici in his new flat.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I really welcome him to Fenerbahce. Because he wants to come for us, and he has all the skills you need in Super League, and he's really good for us in the set pieces, and I really like to see him in Fenerbahce.
Yeah, I think the deal is done. So he will be a Fenerbahce player at the end of the season. So Jay,
hopefully, yeah.
Jay, what's your thoughts?
I think he will be a good player. Am I right in saying that his contract has expired, or was that just? I might have been reading that on.
He's a free player. I mean, at the end of the
So
season.
he'll be a free player. I mean, if he's a free player, I think it'd be silly not to attempt to transfer him over to Fenerbahce. I think he's a player that can offer a lot, and I'd say there's a bit of a missing number 10 player in the squad at the moment. I mean, there was Diego Ribas in the last few seasons, but I think he struggled in a way that he might have been a bit weak. I think Ekiji is he's obviously strong on the set pieces, and I think he's a bit more of a solid player. But yeah, I think he'll be a good transfer. I don't know how. It's hard to explain what I think. In terms of I'd like more of like a maestro player in a way. I know he is technical, but I don't think I'd prefer someone a lot more like if I was to say like more Spanish, more like very creative, like really like like a 5'7", really like good on the ball. Like someone like that would be my ideal, number 10. But obviously Ekiji is a very good player, and I'd be more than happy for him to go play. I think it'd be great.
I really agree with you, Jay, because he's really good at that balls. But I wouldn't say he's a number 10 player. He's not really creative, but he's really good. Like his number, like must be like number 8 on the midfield.
Yeah.
Because he's really good at set pieces. Like under that balls, but I can't really say he's number 10. But he's a great technique though. So Dom is happy with this signing. That's for sure, right, Dom?
I think he's the guy. I always thought he'd probably move to Galatasaray because playing Trabzonspor, but I think he'll be a good guy to have in midfield. He can replace one of Mehmet Topal or Souza, and then you will have a bit more attacking flair in our team, which would be nice to see.
Yeah, and probably I don't think we even have to go for number 10. We have had one of the best number 10s in Alex, what the world has seen. And, we can't really get anyone even close of his qualities. And I think we should maybe forget the whole number 10 thing, and just
That's not very negative
but every team doesn't need a number 10. And for us in the current financial situation, we cannot really find good enough number 10. So I wouldn't even try.
Yeah, maybe we could change our style. Maybe we could turn tactics into like 4-4-2. So without a number 10, that's the best tactic ever. But as Dom said, Joseph and Topal, they both are more defensive midfielders, and I would love to see Ekiji with Topal. And I'm sorry for Joseph fans, though, because then our midfielder will be a kind of attacking one. This will be very
but if sorry,
go on, man.
If we have Aykut, you will see there Joseph, Topal, and Ekiji or Ozan.
Wow.
Because we are not going to attack anymore.
Well, we will see this next season, so can't really.
But at least we're gonna have really good player in set pieces, because that's where Aykut's team score goals from set pieces. He's really good, setting up those dead ball situations.
Yeah, this is what we were good at under Aykut Kocaman, and we'll see what's going to happen next year. And it's not official yet, though. We're talking about Aykut Kocaman, but we will see who's going to be the coach. It's mostly like it's going to be Aykut Kocaman, though. And Jay. Jay, do you have any other ideas about the derby game? Anything to say?
I'd say it's probably more of a less anticipated game as opposed to from previous seasons. Like I think mainly because of the performances this season, they're pretty much battling for, I'd say, Europa League and maybe Champions League, but it's kind of as opposed to like the group stage of Champions League and the league title, it's on a different plate this time, which is a bit disappointing for Fenerbahce fans, also Galatasaray fans.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the enthusiasm for the derby will still be high, but I think judging by the tickets being sold, I think people are less looking forward to it. I think it's still an important game because Fenerbahce have got some upcoming. I think it's Beşiktaş away in 2 weeks, and then there's Trabzon. So there's some big games. I think it'd be good to get at least a point on this weekend, just to be, keep the clock ticking, basically.
Yeah, very nice words, man. And you guys, now the news about Fenerbahçe's former player, Mehmet Topuz, retired from football. So, Dom, what would you say about this?
I think obviously it's unfortunate that a player of his quality, if he wants to continue playing, really has had to sort of retire. And like you said earlier, Lukai, he said he could play for free for Kayserispor. So it shows he is a footballer who really loves football for the game it is, and that's one less player like that isn't always the best thing.
Yeah. So do you remember any moments of Mehmet Topuz when he was playing for Fenerbahçe, though? Like any moment that you can't forget? Because he was he was one of the best players ever came to Fenerbahçe.
Yeah, no, I remember he had a very good season in 2010 to 2011 when we won the league. But my more recent memories are just him playing in the Turkish Cup games, really. That's all.
Yeah, it's the same.
Sad, but yeah. And you, Kiss? We are on you, bro.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite midfielders, when he came to Fenerbahce. He was so good in Kayserispor, and he's a kind of guy you would like to have in your team, You always saw him in the team bus, even though he weren't playing, but he was singing and laughing in the team bus after the games, and singing Yatches Katses with Raul Meireles, and he was always there, He was just a classic guy.
I remember him celebrating like a dog to like this to Melo or something. It was funny though on the page when we won the championship in 2013 and 2014 season under Arsenal. He was a really good player, especially when he was playing for Kayserispor. Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe were in the race for him, but you were the one who just wanted to play for. And JJ, did you really enjoy Mehmet Topuz's football? Like he played in Turkish Cups mostly, but
yeah, I mean towards the end it was mainly I think in the cups and not really big games, and I think the thing I'd say is he got played around a bit in terms of the positioning. He sometimes he was playing centre midfield or right midfield, and sometimes even right back. So I think it was hard for him to kind of adapt into one set position, which was a bit of a shame. But I think he was versatile in that way. But I feel like he could have just maybe stayed in the centre midfield and been a good player there. I don't think he had quite the pace to be on the right wing or the right midfield.
Yeah, but as you said, it's really hard to find players like him at the moment, because as you said, he played for as a midfielder, as a right midfielder, as a right back. It's really hard to find a player like him at the moment, and he's a really Fenerbahce fan. He still supports Fenerbahce, and his last message about his retirement was really kind of emotional. As I remember, it was written like, thank you to the whole Fenerbahce fans, thank you for giving me the chance with playing one of the best players in the world, and for the best fans in the world, something like this. And it was really emotional, and as Dom said also, he still loves football. He wanted to play free for Kayserispor, but the president of Kayserispor didn't answer his phone, so which was sad. And so we wish him good luck in the future. So I'm pretty much sure we will see him on the TV as a commentator. He's a funny guy, so maybe we could see him in the basketball stuff. So
yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, and hopefully this weekend, it's one of the best derbies in the world will be played on Sunday. So and I really can't wait for the game because I always love the derbies. You know, of course I would prefer to watch it in the stadium, like which I've done when the game was in Kadıköy. You know, when we won 2-0 and Robin van Persie scored both for you, Lucas. And so hope we will be the one who will get the 2 points at the end of the game. So JJ, thank you for joining us. It was really good to have you on the podcast. I suggest people to follow you on Twitter. The guy is a football businessman. So he's brighter than my teeth. So just follow the guy.
Cheers, cheers, man. It was really good. Thank you. Cheers.
It was a pleasure. So and
yeah.
Peace out, people. Bye bye.
Bye. Peace out.